Interview just then.
I think you made a lot of valid points.
Well, all right, here he comes. The Florida heavyweight wrestling champion, Mike Graham, a second-generation competitor, facing Al Perez. Al Perez, of course, former world champion, and I might point out this match, no disqualification. No disqualification. This is what Perez has been gunning for. Let's hear from our ring announcer.
This next match of the evening is scheduled for a one-fall with a 20-minute time limit for the Florida State Heavyweight Championship. The special stipulation, no disqualification. Introducing first, the challenger from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 247 3/4 pounds. He is world-renowned as the Latin Heartthrob, Al Perez. His opponent from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 226 pounds. He is the current undisputed Florida State Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, Mike Graham. One fall, 20-minute time limit for the Florida State Heavyweight Championship. No disqualification.
Mike Graham being checked by the referee now, and it is the belt being displayed. Florida Heavyweight Championship, Al Perez. The challenger in this case in the black trunks.
I tell you what, baby, Al is serious as a heart attack tonight, baby.
Good duck under, go behind. A single leg pickup by Mike Graham. And Mike went right back to the basics. The name on the marquee. It's wrestling, and that's what it's all about as far as Mike Graham is concerned.
Well, if there's any competitor who can wrestle, like it says on the marquee, he's got him right in the middle of the square circle now, baby.
Certainly hope our folks at Channel 7 in Miami are enjoying the matches. Say hi to our good friends in Greensboro as well. All of these matches, of course, sanctioned by the Professional Wrestling Federation. Any duplication or showing of these matches without the express and written approval of the Professional Wrestling Federation is prohibited. Mike Graham, inside step over, has that leg neatly trapped on Al Perez. Interesting to note, too, Dallas, we've got photographers from Japan, Pro Wrestling Illustrated, Inside Wrestling, The Wrestler, the Gold Belt. Everybody is here
I'll tell you
tonight.
what, baby, you're not telling me anything. I was almost blinded in the back. Dallas, can we get your picture taken? You know, it's like, yeah, just take it, be gone. I mean, we got 600 or 700 pictures taken alone back there. Me and the Big Steel Man, me and Bam Bam, me and the Hump. Yeah, give me a break, all right?
All right, keeping him tied up now. Perez finally breaks it. Perez finally breaks that hold. Remember, the Florida Heavyweight Championship is on the line here. Al Perez crashes down, and Mike Graham rolls to one side just in time. Graham going for the figure four. Mike Graham going for the figure four leg lock. He's got it on him, but Perez manages to get to those ring ropes, and that forces the break. And Perez having problems outside the ring. That brings pressure to 5 different points on the leg, including the ankle and the knee. So you get those two joints involved, you've got some serious problems.
Well, Mr. Graham knows just how to work that down, baby. Speaking of Kim Devane, brother, you know, in the furtherization of her career, she has made certain gestures to me saying that she is very interested in being the Diamond Doll, brother. One of the many ladies, but she knows she'll get special attention from the kid here.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Hey, ask her. But she probably lied. It's something we got to keep under our hats.
Mike Graham in trouble here. And Al Perez looking around very confidently, lashes out, broken up. Mike Graham scores. Mike Graham hits him again with a right hand. A third and a fourth right hand, and Perez is up and over the top rope. And remember, no disqualification. Anything goes. And Perez smashed into that steel ring post. Graham. And I'll tell you one thing about Mike Graham. Now, if you want to wrestle, he'll wrestle. If you want to fear six at Mike Graham, he'll go at it. him right square in the breadbasket. Mike Graham down, lateral press. Perez powers out. Graham catches him with a hard right hand. Perez rips across the eyes, being warned by the referee, Mickey J.
Mr. Graham was on him like a cheap suit, baby, but, you know, when you got a cheap suit on you, what do? A guy like me and Mr. Perez, we don't wear them, we rip them off.
Perez brings him up. Graham caught with a full body slam. Back to the canvas once again, and it is Perez now. Watching those shoulders, and he hurdles him, he catapults him into that bar turnbuckle, and Graham in trouble.
I have never seen that move better applied than just then, got it.
So he's got some problems, and Mike Graham smashed into that turnbuckle. Remember, no disqualification. The Florida Heavyweight Championship on the line. These matches, of course, sanctioned by the Professional Wrestling Federation, and it is Mickey J watching carefully. His main purpose in the ring is to either count a 3 count or hear a man concede. You know, Mike Graham had some problems with Perez a while back, and that's why that left arm is taped the way it is.
Here we go. Another front lining up the excuses for him right now. The man hurt him. We saw live up there before, got him. We are live and in color here, baby.
He's got him in a rear chin lock right now. And Graham could be in trouble here. Al Perez putting on even more pressure. Referee on there checking with him. See if he wants to proceed, and the crowd is beginning to pick up the chant now. Go, Mike, go.
I thought that was go, Al, go. What do these
Graham
people know anyway?
battling his way up. Rear chin lock once again by Al Perez.
You know, it was Mr. Graham who wanted that no disqualification rule thrown in there, and when it came down to signing the contracts, Mr. Perez was very, very, very happy to sign that, baby.
Well, it's an interesting clash of personalities between these two. Perez, of course, is also from Tampa, Florida. And so there's some inner-city rivalry between them. But, of course, now they're talking about something much, much more important, the Florida Heavyweight Championship. And Perez said that was his sole reason for coming back to the state of Florida.
I'll tell you what, Gordon, you just talked about Tampa. Some of the greatest wrestlers in the world come from right here in the Sunshine State, right down there, right here on the Bayfront.
Well, there's no question about it. The Bay Area has produced some great ones. We'll be seeing some of them a little bit later on, too. Talking about Steve Gator Kern, Dick Slater, Mike Graham. I could go down the list. But right now, look at Perez getting some extra leverage there.
Beautiful.
Drove that knee in there.
We're working on that cauliflower ear there, baby.
And it is Mike Graham saying something to Perez, and then decked him that time. He took that atomic knee drop, however, and that's jarred those 26 movable vertebrae, and it is Graham lashing out with a boot, catching him coming in. Drives his head into the turnbuckle again.
That'll be sending him to Doc Vic's chiropractic clinic there, baby. When you come off like that, only instinctiveness pull him around to get that big right hand on Al.
Graham caught that arm in that turnbuckle and looked to me like he winced in pain. And it's Perez firing back, catching him after Graham caught him with a couple of good hard right hands, but that left arm hit that turnbuckle. Now it's Perez driving the knee into the chest of Mike Graham.
Tell you, Gordon, I said earlier that Al was serious with a heart attack. It's quite evident that both of these boys are serious with a heart attack tonight when the gold's on the line, baby.
Graham in trouble now as Perez keeps that rear chin lock solidly in place. And Mike Graham has got his problems. Graham holds the edge in experience. Perez holds the edge in weight, in height,
size, ability.
well, no, I wouldn't go along with ability at all.
Well, hey, when we hear the final bell ring, we will know.
Graham, elbow to the midsection of Al Perez. Graham catches him once again. Now Graham explodes a hard right hand. This time it was Perez short-circuiting that charge by Mike Graham. And it's Perez driving a boot into the midsection.
Look at the intensity on the fans back there. They are up and on, checking them out.
Well, obviously they know the reports. There's a young fellow who is wrapped up in what's going on. That is for sure. I believe I heard him say 10 minutes expired, 10 minutes remaining. And the action's right on top of Bruce Owens, our ring announcer, and Chet Tharp, our timekeeper. Mike Graham trying to work his way free, caught in the side headlock. Mike Graham brings him up, beautiful suplex. And so it is Al Perez who's down and in trouble now. A lateral press, but Perez hours away from that one. Still, Perez working across the eyes. Misses with a wild haymaker. And both men colliding that time. And it is Graham coming up and checking that nose and check and see if he's possibly has a broken nose or not. Both men up for flying drop kicks, and both men did not make contact. Consequently, both are in a world of hurt.
They're wearing each other down.
Extremely high intensity level between these two. Referee knocked down. Mike Graham is down on Al Perez. Al Perez grabs himself a steel chair. Perez catches Graham once again. Full body slam. Oh, no. Ooh. Caught him on that bad arm. That one had a hairline fracture before. He caught him again. It's no disqualification is all I can tell you. Here he is, continuing to punish.
Wear that arm down, baby.
And it is Graham in a lot of trouble now as they smash that injured arm into the turnbuckle. Perez catches him in the midsection. Graham in desperation lashes out, catches him in the eye. Perez up and over that top rope. No disqualification, so that doesn't make any difference. And it's Graham right off the ring after him. And Graham measuring his man with that. Brother.
Beautiful.
Got him on that steel ring post. And now Graham is in serious trouble, in my opinion.
Once again, a keen eye for the obvious. Got him. Oh.
Look at him wincing in pain as he tried to use that arm, and it is Perez once again. The short scissor. The short scissor. Got him in that short scissor, and got him over again.
He's going to twist that arm right off his body, I think. Beautiful! Beautiful!
Man, oh,
Beautiful!
Man. He had extra leverage.
Like I told the world, got it. Like I told you, baby. There he is, right there. The champ, baby. Woo!
Al Perez takes home the Florida Heavyweight Championship, and Mike Graham still writhing in pain on the canvas. And here's the beginning of the end, if you will, as he caught him there, brought him over once again, exerted even more pressure on that arm, and the shoulder already injured. Now look at Perez, get some extra leverage, no disqualification. This brings him the championship. We'll be back in just a moment with a word from our good friend, Dick Clark.